Gus, the architect of the assassin Silas, drove the rental truck out of the derelict port area. The heavy duffel bag of euros resting on the passenger seat, a dangerous, warm presence. The adrenaline of the kill was now replaced by the cold, calculating paranoia ignited by Gus's warning. Gus hadn't just given him a threat, he'd given him an assessment. You're too disciplined, and your moral code will kill you. Silas had known Gus for 6 years. They met in the gritty underbelly of a military supply depot outside Jacksonville, Florida. Shortly after Silas left the Air Force life in disgust, the training ground Gus was a former Army Ranger, not a Navy or Coast Guard type, which was important. He didn't care about the sea, he cared about efficiency and kinetics. He ran a small, high-end security firm that served as a front for his true business, training broken soldiers and disciplined civilians into untraceable assets. Silas, with his meticulous Air Force Corps and his capacity for sustained, grueling work, was Gus's perfect student. He wasn't emotionally unstable. He was morally focused, which Gus mistook for high professional standards. The lessons weren't glamorous Hollywood-style martial arts. They were the application of physics to violence, plausible deniability. The first rule, see, is that every kill must look like anything but a hit. Accident, suicide, or a chaotic, disorganized crime. The professional leaves behind 100 reasons why it wasn't them. This lesson informed the very core of Silas's approach, leading to the improvised, fatal accident with the grandfather clock. Compartmentalization. Gus taught him the necessity of the switch. You put the blood in one box, the money in another, and your life in the third. You never open them at the same time. This is the psychological foundation that allows the mate and the assassin to coexist, enforced by the 28-28 schedule. The tool is the truth. Gus ridiculed flashy weapons. He taught Silas to use what was available, to make simple items lethal. He helped Silas adapt his knot-tying and line-handling proficiency into his deadly, silent Dyneema fiber garrote, the perfect tool for a man who spent his life handling lines. The mentor's motivation, Gus, wasn't a friend. He was a dealer of skills and contracts. His motivation was purely transactional. He saw Silas as a steady income stream and a guaranteed success rate. But Gus's background as a Special Forces operative made him inherently skeptical of any hierarchy. He ran the broker network precisely because he didn't want to be tied to a government or a syndicate again. This is why his warning was genuine. Gus was advising Silas to protect the freelancer status that both men valued. The organization that ordered the Thorn hit was threatening Gus's stable asset, and he wouldn't tolerate it. The present dilemma, the image of Gus's cold, calculating eyes lingered with Silas. Gus had built the weapon, and now he was warning the weapon that the manufacturer wanted to reclaim it. Silas had to take Gus's words seriously. If the organization was already monitoring him and knew about the girl, Maya Thorne, they could compromise his most essential asset, the tugboat cover. The warning is clear. The people who paid him are now watching him. Silas must now use the remainder of his 28 days off to neutralize this new threat and secure his life.